Now, there are two versions of purchasing power parity that are recorded in the literature. These are absolute purchasing power parity and relative purchasing power parity. Basically, absolute purchasing power parity states that after currency conversion, basically after you have understood the nominal exchange rate between two countries, a basket of goods should cost the same in both countries. So it focuses on price levels. You have to underline this side. It takes into account price level. So what is price level? Price level is some measurement of the average prices in a particular country at a particular point in time. So it's more of a stock measurement. It's a stock measurement rather than a flow measurement. So it focuses on the stock measure of price and the nominal exchange rate. So it states that the nominal exchange rates will always adjust. Given the prices are fixed, will always adjust to equalize the internal and external purchase power of the currency. So that's the concept of absolute PPP. Now, absolute PPP assumes that the cost of baskets of goods remain the same, given their nominal exchange rates can adjust to reflect that changes. So in the long run, the absolute PPP simply means the nominal exchange rate should must equal to um, the ratio of prices, which is P over P star, or the nominal exchange rate should be equals to P star over P. Regardless, it should always be the same. So, if any deviation from the real, the purchasing power parity rate by the actual exchange rate, then it means either the currency is overvalued or undervalued. So, for instance, if the actual exchange rate exceeds the PPP, then it means that particular currency for which we determine the PPP is overvalued. If the actual exchange rate is less than the PPP, then it is undervalued. If it's equivalent to the PPP, then it means it is in equilibrium. So assume you have a basket that's cost $100 in the US and 80 euros in Europe. Then, given this information and given that we know that the nominal exchange is P over P star, so the PPP exchange rate should be $1.25 per euro. So you simply divide US dollar 100 by 80 euros. It gives you 1.25 per euro. So this is vital. Now, another example. If the price for a Valentine card in Sierra Leone, for instance, is 20,000 leons, and the price for the same Valentine card in Guinea is 25,000 Guinean franc. So assume the nominal exchange rate between the leon and Guinean franc is 0.8 leon to Guinean franc to 1 Guinean franc. So we want to know the real exchange rate. We want to know if the the law of one price PPP condition holds. So you take notes, look at the nominal exchange rate once again for you to know which real exchange rate formula to use. Since this is nominal exchange rate times P star over P, then the nominal exchange rate should be quoted in terms of what the loans is. If the loans is serving as a domestic, so assume the loan is serving as domestic in this case. So in this case, we can use P star over P. So if you plug all the values, the real exchange rate will be equivalent to 1. So in this case, absolute PPP O's. So again, assume PPP now O's and Sierra Leone is the domestic currency and the Liberian CPI is 136 and Sierra Leone CPI, the CPI is simply price level, it is 124. So we want to know what is the implied nominal exchange rate that makes PPP condition to hold. So in this case, you can determine the exchange rate in any form. So let's assume we use NER times P star over P. So we want to solve for NER. So in this case, we want to solve for the nominal exchange rate in terms of leones. Leones as the quoted currency, assuming leone is domestic country. So if you plug in the values and you solve for the unknown, then the nominal exchange rate will be equivalent to 0.91. Hmm? Now, it simply means one Liberian dollar is equal to 0.91 Sierra Leonean leones. So that's how you use absolute BPP. Sometimes you can be given the nominal exchange rate and the prices, and you determine if the PPP condition holds, or you will be given the condition and the two prices, and you determine if the nominal exchange rate holds. That's the nominal exchange rate between the two countries that makes the PPP condition hold. Or you may be given the nominal exchange rate at one of the price, so you can just use this formula and manipulate the mathematics.